I wanted to start by getting an overview of New Phase and your technology, and I wondered if you could just kind of talk me through a little bit about what the technology does and how it works.
Okay, so we build a very interesting and intriguing technology based on a lot of research that we have done to understand the mechanism of the cancer. And we found out that although the cancer considered a very aggressive disease, even though there is some weak points, and once we understood those weak points, we trying to find out whether we can overcome about them, not by biology with another protein, but by physics and engineering. We believe that physics and engineering always work, not like in biology. And what we have found out is that all kind of solid tumors are very sensitive to temperature, to high temperature, or to subablative temperature, about 41 to 45 Celsius. Let's say that the membrane of those solid tumors, cancer cells, actually destroy in this temperature. And what we have developed is a very new breakthrough nanoparticles that first they are infused into the body, circulated in the bloodstream, using some mechanism of the cancer that maybe we'll speak about it later, and then accumulate on the cancer tissue. And while activating the nanoparticles with electromagnetic field, they will heat up exactly to 50 Celsius. 50 Celsius is a fatal temperature for cancer cells, but normal cells can survive 55 Celsius. So the outcome is that once we activate those nanoparticles, they will hit only the cancer in a subablative temperature and will not cause any damage to any normal cell. And we checked it with more than 1,000 mice, about 60 swine, and we completed more than 30 patients without any damage or side effect to a normal tissue in the body, only to the cancer metastasis.
Okay. Great. Uh, and I wondered what the impact this would have on cancer care and the patient's quality of life compared to existing treatments.
Okay, so what we know about existing treatment is, again, some of them are very effective, even the chemotherapy. But at a certain time, the body reached to a high level of toxicity. And then they have to stop this treatment and to try to find some other treatment. And our idea was to change the disease from a fatal disease into a chronic ailment or a manageable disease. Let's say we'll be able to repeat with our treatment again and again and again without causing any side effect. And while using as I mentioned, the weak point of the cancer, the cancer cells always will be sensitive to a high temperature, even if it will be regenerate. So again, I mean, even the new tumor will be sensitive to a temperature above 45. So first of all, we consider our treatment as a manageable disease. I would like just to compare it like the HIV, the AIDS, which once was a very fatal disease. Nowadays, it's a manageable disease. I mean, the patient got any few weeks or months a treatment, and they just repeat treatment again and again, and can survive for a longer time than it was at the beginning. So that is one point regarding the vision of this technology, to prolong life of a cancer patient without causing any damage or any side effect like the current treatment.
Okay.
Now we know that if it's asked about the impact, so we know that as of today, about 630,000 Americans die every year from a cancer. That is one fact. The other fact that the number is just growing. with about 2,000 to 3,000 every year. With all the new technology, we are not able even to stop the increasing of the number of dying people. Now, I believe that once we'll be in the market and be able to show at least stopping the expanding of the number of patients, that will be huge achievement. Because as of today, the numbers are just growing, and should be find some way in order to stop the increasing number of dying people and change their life into a manageable disease.
Okay. Did you encounter any challenges during development of this technology that you had to overcome?
Yeah. When we started the company about 13, 14 years ago, in the garage, we call it, so there was a very, maybe there was no any literature about electromagnetic hyperthermia. This is the technology that we are leading, and about nanoparticles and about electromagnetic field. So we can say that we actually start to navigate by ourselves, and we actually draw the map. Obviously, we have made some mistake in the way, or we met some challenge, and we succeed to overcome. For example, we started the technology with not with iron oxide nanoparticles, but with gold nanoparticles. And then we found out that in gold nanoparticles, we are able to treat only tumors in the outer surface of the body. It was in mice and swine. And then we decided, in order to go into the deep tissue of the body, because that is the situation in stage 4, while there are metastases deep in the body, mainly the abdominal area. So we changed it to iron oxide, and we changed the frequency of the electromagnetic induction system in order to activate. This is one example. So we have to switch the whole technology, the metal part and the electromagnetic field. The other one was while we switched from mice to swine. Now just imagine that swine weighted about 1,000 more than a mice. So we have to manufacture a larger amount of nanoparticles. And the issue of industrialization of nanoparticles is a big issue. We succeeded to overcome about it. As of today, we are manufacturing in our clean room dose for human being. But it was a very big challenge to scale up the production and to succeed to manufacture a dose that are relevant to swine, which is like the same like human. This is one thing. The other was that all of a sudden we have to increase the size of the electromagnetic machine. It's not a size to treat a mice, but to treat swine, comparable to human. And we found a very huge challenge about the risk with electromagnetic field, which was not solved until this time. We succeeded to solve it in order that the electromagnetic field will be safe enough to treat human. So yeah, absolutely, we have some challenge that we don't have any literature to lie about. By the way, as of today, the company already published 9 articles. All of them are scientific articles, obviously, and they're under peer review, because we learn a lot during our journey, and the amount of know-how and knowledge that we have today is far above what we started our journey.
Yeah, I can imagine. Um, so are you in a US clinical trial currently? And how is that going?
So currently, we started a few months ago our early feasibility study in Mayo Clinic. We will have to, based on our results in Israel, the FDA acknowledged our results, is a good sign, and decided to shorten the number of patients in the US to be about, for the early feasibility, it will be about 12 patients, which we are ongoing. We have already finished the first cohort. Now we are starting the second cohort, and the cooperation with Mayo Mayo Clinic is just a great cooperation. Our best estimation that we will complete the early feasibility in the summertime, and right after that we will move to the feasibility study, which the main issue is to show efficacy. Now in the feasibility, you have to make it with a multi-center. You cannot run the study in one center. We have to do it in multi-center. So we are now in advanced negotiation with another well-respected medical center, two of them, in order to, after the summer, to expand it to 3 medical centers in US, which will use our technology for the feasibility study.
Okay, great. And then I know it's always hard to predict what the FDA is going to do, but do you have any anticipated timeline to FDA authorization or approval?
So the FDA usually it's a big issue for any medical device company or any medical company. I would say that we established a very good professional relationship with the FDA. We share with them for a long time all our results and all our even idea for the future, and it's beneficial to both sides. I can estimate that probably within 2 to 3 years, but let's say 3 years, we will get the PMA and will be ready to move to the market stage of this technology.
Okay, excellent. And just wondered if there's anything that I haven't asked about that you'd like to, anything about the company or the technology that I haven't asked about that you'd like to add?
Well, we have, a company that deals with nanoparticles usually is operating in an area of a multidisciplinary area. We have physics, biology, chemistry, QA, area in engineering. So we have also a very we have in our company we have 24 employees with various expertise, as I mentioned before. We have working in new phase Israeli Jews and also Arabs and Druze. The cooperation is just great, and we have really a great team that brings this company to the position as of today. The moving forward in the US market is highly important for us, and therefore we decided to focus about a leading medical center like Mayo Clinic, which is medical center #1 worldwide, and even the other will be in a higher rank in the oncology market. And we believe that the cooperation that we have now with Mayo Clinic and further on with the other will be for the benefit of the US population. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Ofer, for your time and for explaining your technology to me. It sounds really exciting.
Thank you very much, Amanda.